This one is a discussion on the answers on the test prep. So again, the coverage for the exam is this one. So we have 12 topics overall. So the items, we have 60 items overall. So the items will be divided equally to each of this topic. So that's about, since we have 12 topics here, that's approximately 5 items per topic. So make sure to study each of this topic. So for the first part, this one is a true or false relationship analysis question. So here we have two statements per item. Then again, identify if statement 1 is true or false, and the same thing for statement 2. Then also you need to identify if statement 2 correctly explains statement 1. So let's proceed to the first one. So here a book is a matter because matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. Again, for the first statement, a book is a matter. So this statement is true. So again, you go to your answer sheet and then you fill in, you shade true over there. Then that's for the statement 1. Then for the statement 2, matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. This one is also true. So you go to your answer sheet and also shade this one. The next, is this a correct explanation of statement 1? Again, this one, right? So this one correctly explains why a book is a matter because a book has mass and occupies space. So on this item also, you shade the circle CE. Again, CE means correct explanation. Next, atoms of the same element may have different mass number because an atom can gain or lose electrons. For the first statement, this one is true, right? Because again, we have the concept of isotopes. So an atom of the same element may have different mass number. Again, what's written on your table of elements, these are only the average. So again, nitrogen atoms don't have not all of them have a mass of 14. So again, we also have nitrogen 15, nitrogen 12 something. So again, this is just the average. Again, we call those versions of isotopes with different mass number, we call them as isotopes. So again, this statement is also true. So statement 1 is true. Next, an atom can gain or lose electrons. This one is also true because, again, an atom can form an ion. Again, an ion is an atom that has either gain or lose electron. So this one is also true. But this one doesn't explain why the atoms of the same element have the same number because, again, this refers to the charge of the ion and not on the mass number. So this one is not a correct explanation of statement 1. So on this case, you do not shade CE. Item number 3, the particles of solids are very close. This one is also true. Then for the next one, the attractive force between the particles of solids is very strong. This one is also true. Now, is the statement 2 a correct explanation of statement 1? So this one is a correct explanation. So again, the particles of solids are very close because the attractive force holding these particles together is very strong. So this one is a correct explanation of statement 1. Number 4, boiling is a chemical property because chemical properties are those that can be observed only when the substance is changing into different substances. So the statement 1, this one is not true because, again, boiling point is a physical property. So the statement 1 is false. Next, chemical properties are those that can be observed only when the substance is changing into different substances. So this is referring to a chemical reaction. So this one is true. So statement 2 is true. And obviously, since the statement 1 is false, so this one is not a correct explanation of the statement 1. Next, an atom with 3 protons, 3 electrons, and 3 neutrons has a mass of 6. This one is true because, again, we have 3 protons, then 3 neutrons. So this one is true. And then for the second statement, the mass of an atom is equal to the number of its protons and electrons. And of course, this is not true because